the Ankeny Hawks. How do you win this football game?
Well, Ankeny's got to get their offense going. Defensively, they aren't playing that bad. Offensively, I think they're a little discouraged. Dowling Catholic doing a great job defensively to make them feel that way. But to answer your question, they've got to get their offense going.
If you're Tom Wilson, how did the Dowling Catholic Maroons win?
Well, first of all, cut down on mental mistakes. Dowling's had a couple penalties that have really hurt them, including the very first play of the game. That brought back a nice gainer by John Wisniewski. But Dowling Catholic, they're playing with good intensity. Cut down the mental mistakes. Just keep doing what you're doing, and I think they'll be fine, Paul.
Fans are making some noise here at Drake Stadium. We're going to be ready to play the second half of football. It's Dowling 14, Ankeny 9. Good evening to you wherever you may be around the world, listening and viewing our broadcast tonight. Avery Mason is ready to go. We're ready to play the second half here from Drake Stadium. Lock it down, should be a good one. Mason's kick is a low liner, bounces at the 35, taken by Ankeny at the 20-yard line, and it's taken by Ian Begg, and Begg returns at about 1 yard before he is tackled by Leif Monson.
Paul and Brian, I got to tell you guys something I've never seen before. You notice anything about Ankeny student body?
Brian?
They changed from white to black.
They all had white on the first half, and they all changed to black the second half. I have never seen that at any level of football. Kind of cool.
What do you think, Brian? You like that?
No.
All right, Ankeny Hawks have the football. They're going from right to left here to start the second half. High snap, returned, and corralled and given to Tim Ash, and Ash gets a tough yard. So if you're Ankeny, you're going to want to do that because you need to change your luck.
Yeah, that was a high snap, and that was just kind of an ugly play by Ankeny. I only saw 4 Dowling Catholic defenders standing at the end of that play, so that means there were 7 in on the tackle. So nice job by Dowling defense.
Well, Denny's going to have to name a lot of kids. Coming to the left is Cole Myers. To the side is Ryan Wendt. Lanning is in the shotgun formation, sends the guys in motion, gives it to Egley. Egley's trying to get to the left side, and he has stood up and hit back, but he does fall forward. Once he is hit, Sam Harold the tackle.
I tell you what happened on that play is Ankeny's right tackle pulled, and the running back was to follow him, but the tackle was too slow, so the running back outran him and then just turned it up, and there was absolutely nothing there. Credit the Dowling front line on that. Brings up a 3rd and 7 passing situation here, Paul.
Looks like Ankeny's going to have to burn a timeout. We will as well. You're on the official radio station of Dowling Catholic Sports, 1150 KWKY. Third and 7. The Hawks in a passing situation. Lanning throws a strike across the middle. His intended receiver, Marshall Clark, goes over his head, incomplete. And the Ankeny Hawks are 3 and out to start the second half.
Nice job by the Dowling defense coming out the first half. That's exactly what the coaches wanted to happen. Hold them, Ankeny, in 3 plays and force them to punt.
Well, at least you think that's what they're going to do. Matt Andriano is the punter who goes back to about the 13. Back deep for the Maroons, standing at his own 30 is Brandon Ogden. Myers stands out and is that safety man, Cole. Adriano gets the kick, a nice kick. There's going to be a penalty. Probably he's going to bring it back.
Ankeny's ball. They're going to bring it back.
Ankeny will get it back. Running into the kicker, look like I believe Dakota Johnson. They're going to say personal foul running into the kicker on Dowling. Brian Morris is down on our sideline. Brian?
You know, I think Dakota got in there, but you couldn't tell if he was getting blocked a little bit. So it was a judgment call by the ref, and unfortunately the judgment went against the Maroons.
So a 3-and-out turns into a positive yardage, letting you know that Dowling Catholic High School football on 1150 KWKY, streaming on KWKY.com and webcasting at dowlingcatholic.org, is brought to you in part by Splash Seafood Bar and Grill, Two Rivers Glass and Door, and Northwest Bank. Huge penalty goes against the Maroons, takes it all the way up to the 43-yard line for the Hawks.
Yeah, instead of Dowling Catholic having the ball on the 45-yard line, Ankeny gets it on their 44.
It's going to be an incomplete pass on the right side. The intended receiver was Clark. And I'm sorry, Cole Myers.
Just a quick pass through, landing through the ball a little bit too high. He's had a tough time throwing that quick sideline pass tonight. Brings up 2nd and 10.
That penalty, there's been now, I count 4 big penalties that have gone against the Maroons that have been not just 5-yarders. We're talking 20 to 25 yards that they're going to look at tomorrow in film and just shake their heads.
Yeah, 2 on offense, 1 on defense, and 1 on the special teams.
2nd and 10. Myers fakes it to Begg and keeps it himself and tries to get to midfield, but he can't. Nick Navin is there. Alex Kramer, Mike Sherinian. So now, last week when Dowling had that fumble after the one play, that's kind of that same situation, just not as long of a drive that Ankeny had, but still that same, you got to go back out there and pitch another shutout.
Yeah, that's too bad. The defense did a nice job holding them in 3 downs. Lanning was reading that last play all the way. Pulled, did a nice job. Brings up another 3rd and 7. Another big play for the Ankeny Hawks.
Cole Myers comes to the left. Lanning looks left. Now he's going to pump, go for the out and up on the right sideline. The man's open. Caught by Clark at the 30 to the 25. Loses the football. And Dowling has it. Oh, my. Great catch by Marshall Clark. It looked like the ground caused the fumble. Brian, I don't know if you saw it any better.
I didn't see it any better. I just saw when the receiver went down, the Dowling player jumped on the ball, guys. So the ref was standing right there. So apparently it was the right call.
Wow. That's a huge game changer. You can look at it if you're Ankeny. That's just a punting of the football. You were facing 3rd and 7. You basically send it down to the 22-yard line, but still, you wanted to have the football.
Yeah, Gelati on the coverage there got a little tangled up. The receiver for Ankeny ran a great route, and then he went down and fumbled the ball in Dowling Catholic. I'm not sure who came up with it because it's clear up on the other side and a lot of players around it, but nevertheless, Dowling Catholic's ball.
1st and 10 from the 22. They go with a counter up the middle. Running a little bit of that jet motion. And it was goalie.
Goalie kind of running into his block that time. Lyman was trying to move the defensive tackle, and goalie was kind of unsure whether to cut to the right or the left. Kind of ran into, I believe it was the back of Evan Barkley.
Don't like to run your linemen over. You like to use them as best as possible. Pick up a 3 for Ben Goalie.
And Boyle's back in.
Well,
this is the first time we've seen him since
the first quarter.
Late first quarter.
4 on the play clock. He's got to hurry and get it off in motion. It's a high snap, but taken by Boyle. Boyle has it on the left side. And Boyle, the freshman, takes the football up to about the 30. You know, the other one we haven't seen much is Chase Dowell either.
No, we haven't seen. Boyle is coming out. Wisniewski is now coming in. And I'm sure Hartley will be coming in with the play. Here he comes. It's 3rd and 2. We were just talking about a big play for Ankeny. Dowling's turn. Big 3rd and 2. 8:23 left in the 3rd quarter.
14-9's your score. Dowling leads on 2 big plays in the first half. 3 field goals for Ankeny. Handoff goes to goalie up the middle, and goalie is going to be over the first down line. So what was 3rd and 2, they go up the gut with goalie. Goalie's already over 100 yards for this game and adds to his total there.
Nice blocking by the Dowling lineup there. A linebacker came up to fill the hole in the A gap. Dowling Catholic lineman did a nice job picking that up and opening up the hole for Ben Goley to pick up a big first down for Dowling Catholic.
7:56 to play here in the third quarter. Drake Stadium is your setting. Thanks for watching, listening, viewing our tweets or whatever. Glad to have you here. Ben Goley takes the handoff on the right side, and he's going to barely get to the line, maybe two.
And that was Boyle in at quarterback. That's the first time we've seen him in there and not run the ball. It appeared to me like he was, it's hard to tell from here, but it appeared that Boyle was reading that play on whether to give or pull. He was reading the outside backer, I believe. Backer crashed in, so he gave to Goley, which was the right call.
Wow, they're going to say he got 4 on that play. 2nd and 6, and there's going to be motion down on the line. We haven't heard from Brian Morris in a while. Let's find out what's going on with you, Brian.
You know, guys, I think it was Sheraton either caused the fumble or got the fumble because all the players down here were congratulating him. I think he's the one who came up with the ball on that, and may have been Gelati who made the strip.
So Sherinian, we haven't called his name too much tonight, Dave, but that doesn't mean you're not doing something.
No, he's been in on a couple plays, and I tell you what, he's getting better every week.
He is a transfer last season. I believe he played, this was his home field. He played for Roosevelt, came over, sat out last year. Ball goes back to the 32, 2nd and 11 for the Maroons. Hartlib back in at quarterback, 3 on the play clock. He's going to have to hurry. 1, gets it away. It's going to be a pass. He's rolling, and there's an Ankeny defender right there in his face, and it's almost intercepted by Cole Myers. Wow, coming on the blitz for Ankeny. Great pressure right up the gut. Trying to see, that looks like that's Corey Myers.
Jordan Bauer.
Oh, Jordan Bauer. The thing about Jordan Bauer, he was injured in that first game last year, played in the playoff game, was a significant factor, came in this season, was their leading tackler for a couple of games, and now he's coming back in, trying to make a difference. His father, did you know this, is a scout for the New York Jets.
Really? I tell you what, Bauer just put a shot on Hartlib there.
6th play of the drive. Hartlib's first receiver is gone. He's going to tuck it and run it, and underneath, and he's going to be hit.
And the official goes down with him.
Coming to make the finish tackle was Andrew Carlson. So it'll be 4th and 5. Ball's at the 38. Looks like it's punting formation for the Maroons. So Hartlib, his receiver was covered downfield.
He was. And you know, we'll watch this punt here with Hawk back to punt again. Or, yes, Hawk. And he reads this. And last time I thought he possibly had the corner. We'll see if he can get it here.
Hawk, he looks like he's running it the whole time, but then he pulls up and punts a low liner, bounces at the 40 to the 30. It actually takes an Ankeny or a Dowling roll down to about the 24-yard line. That thing.
It was ugly, but it goes.
I was just going to say the same thing. If this was a beauty pageant, I don't think he'd make it out of the preliminaries. Brian Morris is down on our sideline.
That looked like one of Dave Marcouillet's slap singles up the middle because it was about 3 feet off the ground, but Matthew Hawk barely got that off.
All right, Brian Morris.
Brian and I played softball together, and in my older days, I was known for my slap singles. I didn't want to run any further.
Because your wheels?
No, I just didn't want to run from first to second, so I didn't want to hit any further.
First play of the drive for the Ankeny Hawks is a keeper by Joel Lanning. And Lanning follows the wave of bodies up to the 30-yard line. Good pickup there of 6.
Nice surge by the Ankeny offensive line on moving the Dowling defense back.
And now, Dave, it's one thing to keep a team that is not expected to win with you in the game and not put them away. When you're 6-0, 4th in the state, there's a little bit of pressure on Ankeny right now.
Absolutely. And offensively, they just have not been able to do much tonight.
The center turns around and looks at Lanning to make sure the play is right, and it's going to be a handoff, and it's going to be a return to sender by Sam Harold. I'll tell you what, Ian Begg had no chance.
Yeah, I just happened to be watching that through the binoculars. That was going to be a trap, but real slow developing. The right guard pulled, tried to block the outside or the inside tackle, and Sam Harrell came from the backside. And that, if you want to stop the trap and you can get there, that's the way to do it, is to bring that outside backer quickly on a down rush. And great job by Sam on that play.
Just like that, it's 3rd and 6 from the 28. Lanning in the shotgun. 2 receivers left. He's going to throw to the right. Beautiful pass caught by Clark. Clark still on his feet. He's got the first down and then some. Marshall Clark, first down. Nick Navin makes the tackle. Navin does not have that club on the hand anymore. Still made the tackle, but it's enough for a first down. Move the chains for the Hawks.
A nice job by Nick making the tackle on that and preventing the receiver from getting more, but nicely executed play by Ankeny. Pretty good rush by Dowling front line but that time, but Lanning was able to complete the pass.
Gain of 15 on the play. Hawks are moving, trailing 14-9, 4:16 to go here in the third quarter. Lanning thinks about giving it to Wendt, then Lanning keeps it. So it is the same offense, Dave. It's just run out of the shotgun. So does this offense work out of the shotgun when you're still trying to do those handoffs? Or
You know, I don't think it's nearly as deceptive because if you're under the center, it's much harder to see. That play was a trap, and he was reading that inside again, whether to give to the fullback or pull. And he decided to pull and went outside that trap block, and there was nothing there. And we have an Ankeny player down. Officials timeout.
Dowling Catholic High School football on 1150. KWKY is streaming on KWKY.com and webcasting at dowlingcatholic.org is brought to you in part by Midwest Mattress, NutriCal, and OBGYN and Associates. 14-9 is our score. Dowling leads. And the Ankeny player, looks like that's Myers. Isn't that Myers? Is that Cole?
No, I think it's
it's a lineman.
2 numbers. They're looking at his left knee.
Okay. Coach Pizzetti comes out to see what's going on, and they're not too excited
Number 73.
right now. And 73 on your programs is Cody Olson. Plays tackle. He's 6'2".
Looks like he's going to be
210.
okay.
Yeah.
Walking off under his own power. So I think he's going to be okay. That's good. We hate to see these guys get hurt.
Brian Morris is on our sideline. Quickly, Brian, what's happening?
Yeah, he was down. They were looking at the knee. The trainer was doing the normal testing of it, and he got off on a nice pace, so it looks like he will be back.
2 receivers left, 2 receivers right. It's the give, or now it's the reverse. Clark has the football. He's going to keep it. Lanning's his front blocker, and Clark is going to be close to the first down into Dowling territory. Very close to the first down.
Well, it looked like he wanted to throw the ball, but he really didn't have a receiver down in that area. I don't know if he was just kind of trying to fool the Dowling defense or not. Myers was on the backside. That time Ankeny pulls, I believe it was both guards pulled to the left, and it was a reverse back to the right.
Gain of 9. It is short. 3rd and 1 from the 48. 3:47 to play. Dowling leads 14-9. It's going to be go time, and it's going to be Lanning keeping it. Harold is going to try to stand him up along with Sherinian.
Boy, he didn't pick up much.
He
This
did
is going to be close.
A lot of bodies in that front stack. Kramer gets off. Yeah, somebody needs to get some paint on Kramer's helmet. That thing is gone in the front. Good spot is going to probably make it a first down.
He got an Ankeny spot on that one. Holy cow.
And they're going to measure it.
I had the binoculars on that one, and maybe I was looking through the wrong eye.
Yeah, that could be. Well, is that the Amadeo, good eye or bad eye?
I thought I had the good eye, but evidently I must have had the bad eye looking at the spot there.
Brian, did you see it any better?
You know, I didn't. I thought Dowling stood him up, and they gave him a pretty decent spot. And I'm just looking right here, guys, at the and he is going to be about 3 inches short.
Whew. Whew.
They'll go for it.
Yeah, they'll go for it.
I would go for it, yeah. You got that big line ahead of you. You got good athletes. I would definitely go for it. They need a spark in their offense, and this could be what it takes to get that spark.
You've been very successful getting short yardage tonight. This Ankeny front line is having a good night. So is the Dowling front line. This is a good football game, and it's coming down now to a 4th and 1.
This is a big play mentally, if nothing else.
But Lanning is going to go from the shotgun formation here. So they're not going for 1. They're going to go. Oh, and Ankeny, looked like Ankeny had drawn off Dowling.
He may not have gotten it. He may not. Alex Kramer, I don't think he got it, Paul.
The one referee on the far side.
Think he got it.
There are 2 different spots.
No, he didn't. Dowling Catholic.
Wow, Brian Morris, what happened there?
Play.
What happened is the ref gave him about 3 yards because they threw Lanning back 3 yards, but again, Dowling still holds. What a hold by that defense. That has really got this crowd excited.
And you know what's Alex Kramer plays right over the ball. Right over the ball, and he's in the backfield quickly.
I was watching that as well, and it looked like that the left side of Dowling's defensive line went across the line, but there obviously wasn't a call. 1st and 10 from the 49. Hartlib hands it off. So you got to make hay now if you're Dowling. Goalie, a tough yard up across midfield.
Counter play, TJ Palmy, Jake Curvin pulling from their left side, pulling right. Curvin, I believe, trying to block the tackle, and Palmy would turn it up to the linebacker. Was tough in there because Ankeny got good penetration. If you want to beat a trap or a counter game, pulling game, get penetration, and that'll do it, and that's what happened on that play.
Ball's at midfield, 2nd and 8, 2:30 to go. Dowling leads, but they haven't scored since the first quarter. It's the handoff to Chase Dowell along the left side. Dowell is tripped up behind the line by Myers, and then finished off, looks like Woods. And also Andrew Carlson. Dowell, I believe, lives in Ankeny, so he's a little amped up to play in this game, too.
I believe that's the first time we've called his name tonight, isn't it, Paul?
There was one play he had, I believe, early on. In the first half. Boyle's going to come in and run this offensive play. 3rd and 4.
Minute 58 left in the third quarter. Dowling still with a 14-9 lead.
Dowling has the football on the 45 of Ankeny. They need to get to the 42. And Boyle is going to be nearly brought down. Then a second effort knocks it close to the first down, but I know he's going to be well short. It'll be 4th down on that far sideline, and the Ankeny fans, good turnout of students, have kind of made a late run here to join the crowd, but not nearly as many fans as we were expecting. The home side, pretty good crowd here at Drake Stadium. 4th and 2, what do you do, Dave?
Well, first of all, Boyle on that last play breaking free from a tackle in the backfield and then took a pretty good shot on the other side. 4th and 2, I think I would go for it down here. Defense is playing awfully well the whole game. I would go for it.
Well, Ankeny, if you don't get another yard, Ankeny has started this well. 4 seconds, 3 seconds on the play clock. Maroons have got to hurry. Quick toss sweep to Dowell. Dowell's going to get it more. 40, 35, still churning. 30, down to the 28-yard line. Huge play for Chase Dowell and the Dowling Catholic offense.
And I tell you what, this is a motivated, enthusiastic Dowling team tonight. That offense came up to the line quickly, got set for their 1 count, ran a quick toss, and picked up much, much more than the first down. Dowling Catholic ball on the 28-yard line of Ankeny. And I believe Boyle is going to come in for this first down play.
They needed 2. They got 16. Chase Dowell, the sophomore. Now Boyle, the freshman, comes in to run the offense. Ball's now in front of us. 1st and 10 from the 28. A minute to play here in the third quarter. Dowell, and that's Boyle. Now Boyle runs around the right side. Number 10 cuts back up in the middle. He's going to be stood up. Jordan Bauer makes the tackle at the 25-yard line. Woods is there, so is Sturm and Ash.
Boyle just a freshman, and he usually runs the ball when he's in there. And I tell you what, he's going to learn quickly that he runs upright, and you don't want to run like that. You want to run and lead with those shoulder pads, and he'll soon learn that.
Ball's at the Ankeny 25, 6th play of the drive. 30 seconds to play before quarter number 4. Under center is Dan Hartlib. He sends Matthew Hawk in motion. It's the give to Boyle, and great stand-up behind the line by Studer. Wow. He had that one read.
Yeah, I tell you, that was the tailback counter also. Palmy and Curvin pulling again from the left side. And that Ankeny defender, what was his name?
Studer, which I believe is J. Pat's cousin.
Oh, is it? He was playing over Palmy that time, and when Palmy pulled, he got in his hip pocket, got in the backfield, made the tackle for no gain.
We are going to play one more quarter of football. When we come back, Dowling Catholic leads 14-9. Quarter number 4 when we return on the official radio station of Dowling Catholic Sports, 1150 KWKY.